So, dear audience, it's very nice to be here again, and I feel so satisfied that this collaboration is continuing. I'm coming from Helsinki, from Finland, and I come to Sofia from time to time, and I always see something new, and some new ideas come up. My theme today is Finnish perspectives on learning and digital storytelling. And both of the words, learning and digital storytelling, are as important. So as we heard, innovations combined with educational goals is very important, and I think in Finland this trend has been already for decades. Finnish teachers are as active as you are here now, and the development is going on in spite of the fact that they sometimes would like to rest when they have good results globally. But maybe the teachers just can't help themselves. When you start to do development work, you can't just stop it. It continues and continues. And I think that the teachers feel inspired, and they really want to work together with other teachers, to work in teams. So, tell your story. Storytelling is an ancient form or way of learning, teaching and learning. Always teachers have told stories to their students, and now maybe the digital age has changed the situation more, so that students also need to tell stories, to tell their story to their classmates, to their parents, and to their teachers. And digital expression has changed storytelling so that it's very quick. It has many components, and it also is shared very quickly in the networks. So I, in a way, tell a story. I take you to a journey for digital storytelling in Finnish teaching practices. Let's see how you will receive it. So, digital story is a learning experience. It's very often shared, and it has it's a creation, and where there is narrative. It's mixed with other multimedia components, and they share it very quickly in the networks. You know that students send pictures, they share music, they share many other kinds of experiences with their peers. And these stories are very quickly commented, and hopefully they are commented in a constructive and positive way. And the security to share your story and is very important. And teachers, of course, are the professionals who need to take care of this security. Nobody wants to tell a story if you are laughed at, if your story is not well received. But if your story is received and commented, it means that the person who is commenting is learning, and the person who is sharing the story is learning too. So it's collaborative. Now when I was in Finland, and in August, before the teachers start their autumn season, they very often have meetings, and I had many meetings with Finnish teachers and principals, and there were informal discussions, but I just wanted to know what is going on in Finland at the moment, how teachers are working, and how they feel about their work. What is the atmosphere when you are starting the new autumn season? How you collaborate with other teachers and with your friends. And I have to tell you that it was a lot of fun. So I noticed that when you started to discuss, it's bubbling. Teachers like to talk, and that's very, very nice. They have opinions, they have experience, and you really should listen to teachers when they talk with each others. And Finnish teachers, in Finnish teachers' experience, digital storytelling is really promoting the 21st century skills, and it's promoting students' engagement, and many students become more motivated when they can use this digital storytelling as in their learning process. Some of the teachers shared stories that a student who was not at all motivated to learn mathematics or history, when the teacher gave a topic combining different subjects, and the teachers worked together, suddenly the student who was not so motivated became very active and wanted to express in a way his opinions about things, and at the same time was learning new things and using new methods. So this is the curriculum. It was renewed in Finland 2016. And of course there in the curriculum there are all the subjects and all the goals, but the teachers paid attention to this, that the new curriculum is paying a lot of attention or focuses on skills, meaning thinking skills, learning to learn, cultural competence, and managing your daily life, ITC competence, multiliteracy, and these competencies that are expected to students to have later on in their working life, participation, and these seven points are directly from the curriculum that Finnish National Board of Education completed 2016. Teachers were discussing about this, what it really means in the teaching practice and in the daily work, that the curriculum focuses on skills. So somehow you have to find methods that would be suitable to develop these skills. So to take you to the practical level, what it really means that this digital storytelling emerges in Finnish teaching practices. Usually it is so that it is 2 to 5 minutes presentations per student, and the teacher can give the topic or several topics, and the students choose from the topics and start to work on it individually, and then maybe in small groups they share their stories before they are ready presentations. And usually it contains images, video clips, sound, music, different kind of expression, and then they present these little stories to their peers and their teacher. And how it starts, this is a little, maybe you can't see it very well, but pencil and paper are not, they are not declined, so you can use the traditional ways of starting this work. But it's important that the student makes a quick storyboard. So you before the student starts to work, he's thinking, what I'm going to tell now, what I want to tell. Then there are many ways to find information. You can always ask the teacher, but then you can be also active to find the information needed from other sources. And the idea is that the student would get engaged. So this is the story I want to tell. And at the same time, learning occurs. Because it's not so easy to tell a story like that if you are not really engaged and if you don't want to really impress your classmates. So this, of course, can be done on laptop and so on. Then there are different kind of researchers have noticed that there are different kind of digital stories. They can be personal narratives. Something happened to me, something I experienced, and you can tell a story about this. Then the teachers can give different kind of topics that combine history, biology, art, mathematics, whatever, and students can start to make stories about these topics. And then there are stories that just inform or instruct the classmates. And students and learners in general, they are more independent in this digital age. So actually this is what they are doing all the time. The students are taking pictures and posting them, and actually this is just what you want to apply to your teaching practices. It's challenging maybe for the teachers, but it's not so difficult if you are enough curious to see that students really, they do it. Why not to apply it in the classroom or even outside the classroom? In the Finnish curriculum, there was the concept phenomenon-based teaching or phenomenon-based learning, which means that there are models that combine many subjects, and so these topics can be studied in a that it's combining mathematics, geography, and other things. So I saw very nice digital stories the student had made about climate change. They were very personal, and they were thinking, even young students, they were explaining how they are worried and what will happen to their children and their grandchildren. So I was thinking that yes, these kind of things engage students' minds, and it's important that the teachers think that how they could learn mathematics, physics, geography when they create a digital story about climate change. So all the goals of the subjects can be put under a topic. And digital storytelling is combined with learning, learner-centered approaches. So it starts from the learner and gives the learner certain independency, and then you come together, you share the information or the stories with others. And it's important that the students are allowed to tell their story, because it's meaningful for them. It starts to engage them to learning. And maybe the topic is the most important thing. We all know that we are passionate of different kind of topics. Different kind of things are important for us. The same is with the children. Of course, they have to have a good general education, and they have to know their subjects, basically. But then to encourage more learning, it's important to give possibility for the learner to go on with learning. It's to have deep learning in the subjects they are interested in. Finnish classrooms have to be also designed so that there is possibility for individual learning. There is an individual learning place, and there is a possibility to work together. Finnish designers are very, very engaged with working together with schools. Then the teachers also shared with me the fact that sometimes it's very stressing when new things come all the time and you have to think that, okay, I have to do this and this with my students because it's important now or it's a trend now. It's good to keep the stress moderate, and maybe a little bit stress is good because it's indicating learning. I have very often this stress that I have to learn new things and I have to do. But then somehow I feel satisfied because, okay, it's a little bit stress is always good. So I'm going to handle this. I'm going to learn this. And it's very important that you can share your feelings or how you see things with somebody else, with your colleague, and to work and to discuss about the problems together. Digital storytelling is to nurture the joy of learning. This is what they are doing all the time. They are taking pictures, they are sharing them, and why not to use it in teaching practices? It can be challenging, but it can be a nice challenge for the students, but maybe for the teachers too. I don't want to end my presentation to stress, so this is a little story, digital story. 7 years old girl finds a puppy and posts this little instructive digital story. What to do when you find your puppy. You will hear Finnish language now. But the pictures maybe tell them more.
Suullista, kirjallista ja visuaalista ilmaisua yhdistäen digitaaliset tarinat auttavat kehittämään monilukutaitoa. Tarinan kaaren ymmärtäminen auttaa jäsentämään ympäröivää maailmaa ja kertomaan siitä toisille omin sanoin. Työskentelytapana digitaalinen tarinankerronta on osallistava ja yhteisöllinen. Tarinan tuottamisen prosessi kulkee idean ja tavoitteen kirkastamisesta, toteutussuunnitelman tai käsikirjoituksen tekemiseen mediamateriaalin keräämiseen, editointiin ja lopputuotoksen julkaisemiseen. Palaute ja tuki ovat tärkeitä koko tekemisen ajan. Tarinan tekeminen on myös tehokas tapa saada tietoa omasta oppimisesta ja tehdä sitä näkyväksi. Valmiin tarinan jakaminen on yleensä tekijälle palkitseva kokemus. Tässä muutamia vinkkejä tarinankerronnan välineiksi.
So, happy end. Thank you very much for your attention.